Greetings today, 26th of October of this year 2024, to all the members who are part of my structure and to those who have also made the firm decision to support the growth and solidification of my Platinum Elite. I want to remind you of some instructions that I have shared with you in the past months. On September 12th of this year 2024, I showed you that in order to obtain the positions within the marketing networks, we must consider the requirements established for each rank. And in this way, dedicate ourselves to rigorously fulfill them. I invite you to review those words. And on July 27th of this year, 2024, I showed you that the people who are not enrolled, the pastors and brethren who are not inside the congregations, must be respected. They are people in charge for that purpose. And I've already made it clear that the one who manages my business center is my daughter Erica Gabriela Perez, who with a work group advises the non-enrolled people on where they can be located, showing them the options and giving them the freedom to locate where they feel better. I also mentioned that if everyone signs up under my code or under the codes of my daughters Erica Gabriela Perez or Sarah Esther Perez, we would have a structure without a correct balance. We always advise where necessary, but we give free will. All those who have motivated others to sign up for this opportunity should help them to grow and duplicate themselves so that our network grows. I have also told you on many occasions that our goal is to reach 1 billion families worldwide. For that reason, in this business model, according to the growth of each network, there are identified lines or model legs, which are distinguished by several factors. Leadership, a team that works under the instructions of the leader, following biblical principles and values, and that are in union with the norms and procedures of the company, in order to always live our network high. So an identified line is defined by its leaders, its values, its principles, its volume, and by a well-built structure, which is what leads to the ranks. Each month, towards this March convention, everyone can have their independent work tools, digital or face-to-face work. But in no way should their strategies be focused on separating themselves. They should be clear that when the month is ending, the whole team will receive instructions to work and make adjustments where needed to always maintain the grades. Remember, I have told you that we can all reach platinum, but the main focus of this team must be to solidify this Platinum Elite, as well as the Elite Gold, the Gold, Elite Silver, and other ranks, all growing and doubling up, moving volume and working in harmony under one direction, under one instruction, listening to one voice. Let us remember that as we advance, we have more light. And if today we receive something new, no one can say that a year ago I said something different. But as we grow, we see where to strengthen. If you today, in any of the above ranks, you are a model leg, model line, identified line, the best way to keep that place is by doing things right, being in harmony, recruiting new people, and following the guidance that has been established. Now remember that, as I told you a few seconds ago, to solidify this Elite Platinum, this rank of the Platinum Elite, At the end of each month, we will see where the effort and help is needed so that these 3 lines that were previously identified, which were helpful and were the key piece, together with all those people who were under those lines, already identified to achieve that elite platinum for the month of September. And each month, at the end of each month, we see that each line identified of those that were mentioned before, such as my daughter Erica Gabriela's, Ezequiel Elizondo's, and David Rios in Colombia. See, these are the lines that must be strengthened, always looking at each month, at the end of each month, that these lines are in their ranges already reached, so that the elite platinum is maintained. And then continue working on our lines and also continue growing in our lines. And so every month, a little bit more, a little bit more. When we are going to realize it, we will continue to see more gold, more elite gold, and we also see platinum, see? But we have to solidify platinum elite every month, all the months. How? Well, by seeing when the end of the month is approaching, seeing those 3 lines that have already been identified. If we need support, a push, then we focus everything, all the efforts on those lines. We cannot continue working independent on our own line and let those 3 lines not reach. No, we have to solidify those 3 lines first. Look, when the Reverend William Branham was going to Israel, they prepared all the logistics. When they were in Cairo, he was told, go back. Some might think that he is a messy God, but God brings his prophets and his children to the edge always. Always remember to follow the instructions, avoiding doing as it happened on the Mount of Transfiguration, when Peter and had his opinions and interpretations to make 3 tabernacles. In the voice from heaven, what did he say to him? Hear ye him. Not hear ye them, but hear ye him. That is what you are learning every day. So to those who attend different congregations of our faith community, I invite you to review these words that I shared with you on October 16th, guided by the Holy Spirit, the dispensation of the kingdom. It is always advisable to follow my recommendations without making interpretations and working hand in hand with people that I and my daughter, Erica Gabriela Perez, designated for this project. In this month of October, there is a goal that my daughter, Erica Gabriela Perez, and the working group already know, and I hope to count on all of you. May God bless you and keep you all.